want to give a quick shout out to the Tarantula Origin Series coffee. This is the Tarantula Collective brand coffee, roasted by Good Vibes Coffee. This is the first roast that I came out with. It's a Zebraní coffee. It's a Costa Rican single origin artisan roast. It's really good. I've got about 6 bags of the whole bean and about 12 to 15 of the ground. So if you're interested in picking those up, I'll put the link down below in the description as well as the pinned comment. And the only reason I mention that is because here in the very near future, probably the next video, is going to be about the next coffee launch, which is from Brazil. I've got a Brazilian black, which is a dark roast, and then I've got the Brazilian jewel, which is a light roast. Both of these are single origin artisan roasts from Brazil. They're delicious. I've been drinking them every morning. I think you're going to love them, but they're not for sale yet. I've got them, but I haven't listed them for sale. They'll be available in the coffee gift box that we'll be launching within the next week. If you don't want to get the gift box, there'll be individual coffees available as well. And for those of you that don't drink coffee or prefer decaffeinated, I do have a Colombian decaf that will be available at that time also. So make sure you're subscribed and keep an eye on my website so you don't miss that drop. Last time I did 50 boxes and they sold out within 24 hours. This time I've doubled it. I've got 100 gift boxes that are ready to go. But once those gift boxes are sold out, they're gone for good. You don't have to wait for the next Origin launch to be able to get one of those gift boxes. They're going to be a little bit different every time. But enough about the Tarantula Origin Series coffee. Let's get to rehousing some tarantulas. And we're going to start off with the fossorial enclosure. It's pretty much a basic kind of design. If you've watched Dark Den's videos, he shows these off a lot. This looks a lot like the same ventilation that's in tarantula cribs enclosures. Same type of magnets. They look a little bit small. Nope, they're the exact same size. And they've got this hinge. And I don't know how I feel about the hinge, and we'll talk about that as we go on, but I really kind of like the clean lines of the regular tarantula cribs enclosures that have a fully removable magnetic lid. Anytime I see screws, I worry about rust or things getting stripped or falling apart, and I don't know if that'll be a problem or not. These look like they're pretty good quality, so let's try it out. All right, so I'm starting off with some Terra Arania from the BioDude. It's like pretty much the only substrate I use for spiders anymore. And I'm going to add in some of the sphagnum moss because the tarantula that I'm going to be rehousing today is a Haploclassis degammatha. And she likes some more moist enclosures. So we're going to put a lot of sphagnum moss in here and get everything nice and damp. And then stir it up really nicely. And I'm going to compact it down just a little bit. So we've got a good layer of damp substrate, and I'm going to put some dry substrate on top. And I'm going to fill it up just below the ventilation. You can see that's kind of what it looks like. And then I'm going to take my paintbrush here, and I'm going to make a little burrow in the corner, kind of encourage it to go there. Definitely does not mean that it will. And I've got this branch. This is a cork branch. I'm going to put some of those in here, mainly just for anchor points, in case it wants to kind of build up a web outside of its burrow. Break up some leaves. A little bit of sphagnum moss on top, just for a little bit more texture, give it more of a natural appearance. Now, this is not a bioactive enclosure, even though I'm using a lot of bioactive supplies. A little red sand on there, a little bit of gravel, and then I've got some sphagnum moss, some live sphagnum moss soaking in water. And we're just going to pull off a little bit. And I'll put some in this corner. Pull off a little bit more. Shove that down in this corner. Looks like a little section of the outside, and now we're going to move her over. Now right now she's in a 3x3 tarantula cube, and we're moving her into this. You can see the size difference. Let's get her moved over. I've got a little bin here, because she is fossorial. I'm going to have to dig her out. Pull out some of this moss, and then I'm slowly going to start putting some of this dirt out. Just kind of slowly moving, very carefully. I'm going to try and get all the substrate out except for her burrow. So I've got pretty much all the substrate out except for her burrow, so now I'm going to be very, very careful and see if I can prod her out or just kind of get everything else out of there but her burrow. And she is right here in the top of